Well, hello everybody, it's Mr. Lee David Carter here, and I wanted to talk to you about some of the juicy parts of transgendering. So I wanted to share this story with you because I think for a lot of the newbies and a lot of you out there that are considering transgendering, there's a lot of things that you start to think about with regards transgendering. You think about dysphoria, you think about discrimination, prejudice, the negative comments that you're going to receive back from people, you know, the kind of behaviour that comes back, the stigma that's involved in coming out. So I wanted to bring some light to the situation with this because I thought it was something that I needed to sort of share, and whereby, you know, speaking about gender, the euphoria of it, you know, feeling on top of the world, the situations that I face, the completion, the happiness of being true to who you are, to who I am, after a lifetime of suffering with gender dysphoria. So all those that are frightened in coming out, or in the process of it, or they're actually, you know, in the decision-making stage right now of coming out, and looking at the pros and cons, even through difficult times, should I say, you can also appreciate the positive comments that are made by people and loved ones. So I wanted to bring some light into, you know, to bring some light to the situation, and about you being you, when it comes to your loved ones and everything, and being able to shine and be true to yourself, and try not to worry too much about the implications, and to remember that, you know, I remember being at university, and it was back in 2010, and I'd had the top surgery done, and I appeared on a morning show on national ITV in coming out, and you know, that was a big step to take, but I knew it was the right thing to do. And I remember a staff member from university having breakfast that morning and choking on her cornflakes. Couldn't believe it when she saw me on the morning show, national TV, and you know, it was the right thing to do. And you know, I did receive some negative comment from the public. They went onto my Facebook, I went into Messenger, made a negative comment. It's from a young child. I just sort of ignored it, let it go over my head, and removed that particular individual from my Facebook. And I've mentioned this on national TV as well. I remember being approached by a 50-year-old man. He actually didn't even know who I was, and actually went so far as to researching me on my Facebook, in which I've been outed, and actually called me, "What are you, a lesbian?" And I laughed. So people are just so ignorant. And I looked at him and I went, "No, actually I'm not. If you look into it properly, you thought these people just really need to be educated, even when it comes to trolls and people. But on the whole, I'm not really anything negative. My support network has been pretty good. But I'll go a little bit more into that anyway. But yeah, so the way I see this is that people do need to be educated. A lot of it is ignorance when it comes to gender dysphoria. People like ourselves that are trans men, and they just need educating, really, you know. And so when considering diversity, equality and inclusion, on the whole, I've had a great support network around me. I remember one experience where, you know, I appeared, and I just graduated onto another TV show some 5 years later, and I was already come out publicly, but coming out publicly even more. So it was the right thing to do, to address the issue of gender dysphoria. So no matter the implications of being true to who you are, and, you know, negative comments, should I say, and to educate people, I felt on top of the world, basically. And it also brought people to me that I could relate to. that had gone through the same process that I'd gone through, and they found me on social media, on Facebook. I remember one individual like me I met in hospital. So after 40 years of suffering gender dysphoria, I thought to myself, there's no point in hiding behind this mask anymore. It's about, you know, it's about being in the right body. When you consider the gender you was assigned at birth, you know, it's not about binding the chest for years, and the bottom part always felt that I was a boy, that sense of freedom, knowing that I felt that was missing, the bottom part, the penis, and being able to be complete as a male. One of the happiest moments I felt on top of the world. I mentioned this on TV. I felt such joy and comfort. I felt a sense of freedom that I could go to the menswear store and go and buy shirts and have a flat chest, or go and buy pants knowing that I've got a penis. It was a big deal for me to do something like that. To go to the beach and strip off and not worry about my chest anymore, having a fat masculine chest and defined. All that dysphoria, all that worry of not feeling complete, feeling comfortable, the mismatch of being in the wrong gender that I was assigned with at birth, and feeling right in my own body, and didn't feel foreign or weird or unusual. I felt complete, felt right. The feeling of comfort. The rest about worrying about the implications of coming out and what people thought didn't seem to matter anymore, to be honest. And other happy moments is coming out to family and friends, people that know me from school, people from university, and having that support that I received from so many. It was life-altering. I remember one or two family members that are not quite so understanding or empathetic, but on the whole, the rest of the family members treat me like an uncle or brother, and so forth, and a son or whatever, and they've kind of accepted it. So I feel lucky and blessed in that way, because there are many family units out there that are not so accepting with the stories that I've heard from people. But on the whole, the empathy that I received and the support that I received from people around me was overwhelming. It doesn't matter about the one or two negative comments or the stigma of one or two or three people. On the whole, it's been quite supportive with people. Other happy moments is being recognised by my no longer my birth name, but recognised by my new name. There have obviously been mistakes made by family members, but you know, whatever, but they've changed it regarding misgendering. You know, it's a big moment to be called by your new name and be who you really are, and being addressed as male, wearing men's suits, attending university as Lee, going to Parliament for dinner wearing a men's tuxedo, going now for dinner and graduating. Happiest moments, wearing a suit and graduating, going for graduation. Publicly, going to the barbers, having a men's haircut, being recognised as male. I used to worry about the scars after surgery, and I've had 5 of them, but they're hardly visible after so many years they've gone. You can't hardly see them anymore, you know. So I just feel now more comfortable. I felt euphoric hearing my new name as Lee, university, publicly, people that know me for years, school, the networks. You know, it feels, you know, I felt really supported and recognised. My whole life had changed. I travelled abroad with a new passport as a male, who I am, my whole identity, working abroad in Central America, Mexico, travelling around the world to different countries as a male, and meeting people from all over the world, and being accepted, and living my true identity, my life, who I am, who I truly feel. And that's what's important. It's important about being happy. That's the most important thing. So I wanted to share those happy moments with you, about being true to who you are. And I know that it can be a worry, you know, the pain, worrying about the pain, or being trans, or dysphoric, or the discomfort, the concern of rejection, or even discrimination. But there is a light about being happy and being who you are and living your full potential, and to release and to let it go with what no longer serves you and ignore it. So those struggling, try and appreciate those happy moments, even the smallest moments, like I've just mentioned, whether it be your name, going to a barber's and having a men's haircut, being recognised by people that are supporting you by your name, who you are, when they knew who you were before. And appreciate the little moments, and most of all, be proud of who you are. So I wanted to share this podcast with you, okay? So come follow me on my journey. All those out there want to make some comments or feedback, please do that. I'll give you some feedback. Press the subscribe button, and yeah, you can reach me on www.leedavidcarter.com, and to all those out there regarding transgendering, I just wanted to share some juicy parts and moments and experiences that I've gone through and share it with you, and to basically reassure you, okay? So I'm going to sign off for now. Bye everyone, love and light, namaste, be true to who you are, follow your heart, and most of all, be happy. Speak to you soon, bye for now.